Well, things are starting to shift in Cottonport. Local leaders say they're ready to take action against the gun violence and drug problems affecting the Cottonport community. This week, they're launching a new event called Make a Change. They hope it brings people together and gives young people a safer path forward. Cottonport leaders say the goal is simple: bring the community together and keep people, especially the young folks in the community, off of the streets. The Make a Change event will focus on support, guidance, and open conversations about what the town can do to reduce violence. Organizers want families to show up, connect with each other, and hear from people who are working to make Cottonport safer.
We're just trying to reach young people, not just here in Cottonport, all over Avoyes Parish, and of course Rapides Parish too. This is the second time we've had this because it's the second time we've tried to reach out to kids. And not only kids, but also adults too.
They say this event isn't just a one-time gathering. It's the start of a bigger effort to push for peace, provide resources, and show residents that change can happen when the whole community steps up together. Officials hope this will spark more programs, more involvement, and more opportunities for people to feel heard and, most importantly, stay safe.